If ever you're not sure what you're meant to be learning from this, go back to your learning objectives, which are in Blackboard, and I'm just telling you what you need in these ones, I think, are to be able to recognise different kinds of graphs and to draw straight line graphs. Okay, now that's right, and we need to know about these features. Now, graphs have different features, and what we're going to be doing is coming to something like this, and again, you have a question that looks like this, and you need to identify different things on this graph. So we've got turning points. A maximum is in a place like that. A minimum is a place like that, where the y value gets to a certain point and then it goes down again, or where it gets to 0, it goes down and comes up. And at these points, you'll see that the slope here is positive, 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 0, negative, 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 negative. So what's happening here is at this very point, at the apex of the maximum, this is where the slope equals 0. And so here again, the slope equals 0. Okay, now a global maximum means that it is the highest point anywhere. So if we have a graph that looks like that, and we know it's like a minus x squared something or other graph, this is the highest point it will ever get. So this is a global maximum. But if we have a quartic that looks like that, this is a maximum, but it's only a local maximum because there is somewhere else in the graph which is higher, and this is the global maximum. So local means the highest or lowest in that area, and it's got a proper mathematical definition, which is just basically little bits on either side, and global is the highest in the range. Now, mostly you talk about graphs over all of infinity, but in the ones in this course, we will be talking about over the range, because really we don't deal in infinity that often. So say I have a graph that looks like that, but we're only interested in this particular area here. Okay, so my values of x are defined so that we only want to know about here. So this point here is actually a global maximum, because even though x goes higher afterwards, within the range that we're interested in, then, so that's in our range, this is the highest point. So it's not the highest point that it will ever get to, but it is the highest point in the area that we're concerned with. Okay, you need to know about positive and negative slope, which you've learnt now, positive, negative. You also need to be able to find your slope, and you do that by, I'll show you on the next one. But remember, you've got 0 slope at maxima and minima and inflections. If an inflection looks like that, and that's when the slope is 0. And our intercepts, this is our y-intercept, and this is our x-intercept.